They say the next crypto boom won't come from Wall Street. It won't be born in San Francisco or pumped from the trading floors of Singapore. The next crypto boom might just begin in the most unexpected corners of the world. From Nairobi's internet cafes to India's crowded train stations, from street vendors in Sao Paulo to university dorms in the Philippines. There's a quiet revolution unfolding, and at the center of it is a coin many people thought was dead. Bittorrent token, or BTT. In this video, we're diving deep into how emerging markets, often overlooked and underestimated, could be the launchpad for BTT's next explosive growth phase. We'll explore the real-life use cases, what's happening on the ground, and where the price could be heading next. This is more than just a forecast. It's a look into the future of global crypto adoption. Let's begin. Flashback of early 2000s, BitTorrent internet culture, transition to Tron. To understand BTT's future, we have to rewind a bit. In the early 2000s, BitTorrent was the king of file sharing. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't beautiful, but it worked. Millions used it to share music, movies, and documents across borders without any centralized servers. But in 2018, something big happened. Tron. A blockchain company led by Justin Sun acquired BitTorrent. This acquisition transformed BitTorrent from a classic file-sharing app into a Web3-powered ecosystem. They launched BTT, a native token to incentivize users, speed up downloads, and build a decentralized internet economy. But here's the thing. In the West, people barely noticed. Why? Because they already had fast internet, cloud storage, Netflix, and massive data plans. They didn't need BitTorrent anymore. But in emerging markets, where data is expensive and access is limited, BitTorrent never really went away. In fact, it quietly evolved into something much more powerful. Emerging markets are not just catching up, they're leapfrogging. In places like Nigeria, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and Mexico, millions of people are skipping traditional banking and heading straight to mobile money and crypto. Apps like Binance, Trust Wallet, and TronLink are household names in some of these areas because they solve real problems. And this is where BitTorrent, BTT, shines. For example, in India, students in rural areas are sharing educational videos using BitTorrent protocols, saving on data. In Africa, decentralized file sharing could power remote learning without relying on YouTube or costly services. In our Latin America, users are turning to BTT for peer-to-peer file transfer without depending on centralized cloud storage, which can be costly or unavailable. BitTorrent's ecosystem lets users earn tokens for seeding files, Jasai spending tokens for faster access, and store data without big tech middlemen. It's grassroots, it's affordable, and most importantly, it works in places where alternatives don't. Wallet address growth charts, Google Trends data, exchange listings in local markets. While the crypto world obsesses over big caps, BTT has been slowly growing under the radar. Here's what we're seeing. Active wallet addresses have increased steadily, especially in Southeast Asia and Latin America. New integrations with Tron-based apps have opened the door for easy transfers of BTT. In countries like the Philippines and Turkey, local exchanges are now listing BTT directly against fiat. But most importantly, Google search interest in BitTorrent crypto is rising, not in New York or London, but in Jakarta, Lagos, Manila, and Noam Dika. These aren't random blips. They signal something deeper, organic interest driven by real-world use, not just hype. Let's talk predictions. As of now, BTT trades at fractions of a cent, a microcap with a massive circulating supply. But that doesn't mean it's doomed. In fact, it means the potential for 1% gains is enormous. Analysts point to a few key bullish signals. BTT's historical resistance levels are thinning, creating room for price movement if volume increases. The integration of BTT into decentralized storage platforms, like BTFS Bittorrent file system, could trigger new use case demand. If even a fraction of Tehran's global user base begins transacting in BTT, we're looking at major upward pressure. And if even a 0.1% of mobile users in emerging markets adopt BTT for daily use, that's potentially millions of new users and a serious price catalyst. Realistically, while BTT may not shoot to $1 overnight, a 10x to 50x move isn't out of reach in the next bull cycle, especially with grassroots adoption fueling it. A decentralized information economy, internet freedom protests, community mesh networks, global classrooms, peer-to-peer media sharing. Beyond the charts, beyond the tokenomics, there's something bigger, a question we all need to ask. Who controls our access to information? In much of the world, it's centralized corporations or governments. Bittorrent challenges that. By using peer-to-peer protocols, people can access data freely, store it independently, and share knowledge across borders without filters, paywalls, or permission. BTT isn't just about making crypto gains. It's about building a world where information is truly free. And in regions where censorship is rising, costs are high, and infrastructure is weak, that freedom is more than a luxury, it's a necessity. So what does all this mean for you? It means that, while everyone's watching the giants, coins like BTT are quietly rewriting the rules in places most investors ignore. And when that wave of adoption finally crests, not from Silicon Valley, but from streets and schools in the global south, those who believed early will be the ones who benefit most. Bittorrent may have started as a file-sharing tool, but now it's a global movement, and it's just getting started. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts below. The future's not centralized, and neither is the next crypto breakout.